Today we're going to talk about combining like terms. So our I can statement for your, this is for your table of contents, combining like terms. Our I can statement is simplify expressions by combining like terms. So what does it mean to combine like terms? Combining like terms is a mathematical process used to simplify an expression. Remember, expressions are when there's no equal sign. An equation has an equal sign, an expression does not have an equal sign. You add or subtract terms whose variables are the same. So add or subtract the terms whose variables are the same. I love doing these. My brain works this way and I really enjoy this kind of math, so I hope you do too. It says, give some terms that would combine with 5x. Well, my variable is x. The only things that I can combine with it are anything that has an x attached to it. So I could say 5x minus 2x, or a negative 2x, same thing. I could do another 5x. I could do a negative 1x. When you do not see a number in front of the variable, it means an invisible 1 because you only see 1x here. So it's a negative 1x. So negative 1 would be the number. Let's see, another one. We could have 100x. We could have just plain x. What else? I don't know, a 3x. Okay, so anything with an x can go with 5x. Now keep in mind, you are adding or subtracting these together. So if you look at all these variables, what do we know when a number is touching a variable? Well, we know it's multiplying. So like this negative 2x is the same as saying negative 2 times x, okay? They're touching. But when we're combining with 5x and negative 2x, 5 minus 2 is 3. So 3 x's would be left. So this is where they're talking about we're adding and subtracting. Remember, we want to find out what that variable is. So once we found out what that variable is, let's say the x was the same as a 3. So every time we saw an x, we had to put a 3. Negative 2 times 3 is 6, and 5 times 3 is 15. So that's how that would work. But when you're combining them, when you don't know what the x equals, you're going to add or subtract. So let's try an example here. I'm going to take anything here that ends with an x, y. It must have an x and a y. So I'm going to look and look and look and look. Oh, there's another one, a negative 5xy, and that's it. So in this first box, I'm going to put my 2 that I have, 3xy and negative 5xy. You want to take whatever's in front of the number. The 3 doesn't have anything in front of it, so that tells me it's positive. Let's keep going. Let's find another variable. Here's an x by itself. So negative 2x, and let's keep going. And a positive 9x. So I'm just going to put 9x because remember, you don't have to put the plus symbol in front of it if it's positive. Okay, so we've got those done. I'm just going to box them off so that I know I've taken care of them and moved them down. Let's look for another variable. Oh, I see a y. So a positive 9y, but I don't see any other y's. So I've got the x and y's together, I've got the x's together, and then the y's, which there's only one, together. So let me box that off and make sure I know that I got rid of it. I still see 2 left. These do not have a variable attached. It's just a digit. There's no x or y or z or a behind them. So I'm going to take my positive 14 and my negative 8 because I can put those together. I cannot put a negative 8 with the 9y because negative 8 does not have a y. So those are on their own. So let's go ahead and combine them now. Remember, we are adding or subtracting, and that's based on the symbol in front of them. So a positive 3 and a negative 5. 3 minus 5 gives me a negative 2, and I need to bring down the xy. So I'm just combining these numbers and then bringing down the xy with it. That's as far as I can go. I can't simplify this anymore. Now let's combine these. Negative 2 plus 9, or 9 minus 2. Well, 9 minus 2 is 7, positive 7. So I got rid of that, I combined them, and I'm going to bring down the x because the x has to come with it. Now this one I don't have to do anything with because there's nothing to combine. And now this last one, 14 minus 8, and we get 6, positive 6. Now what we're going to do is we're going to combine them into one long expression. But look at how long this expression was. We're going to make it smaller. We've simplified it. So instead of having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 parts to this, we now only have 1, 2, 3, 4 parts to it. We've combined them. We've simplified this expression. So my expression now looks like negative 2xy. Now, is this a positive or a negative? It's a positive because remember, if there's nothing in front of it, it's positive. So that means I'm going to put a plus 7x. Again, this is a positive, so a plus 9y. And then again, this is a positive as well, no negative in front of it, so a plus 6. And there you go. You've combined like terms. So let's look at our practice really fast that you're going to try on your own right now. So you've got 3 here that you're going to work on. Number 1 you should be fine with. Number 2 you should be okay with. Look at all those negatives. Make sure you keep those in mind. You could even draw your little boxes to help you if you need to. Okay, and then let's see. This one's a little trickier, but it's still the same thing. If I see an x squared and a y squared, I have to find another one where it's an x squared and a y squared. So like these two could be combined together. This one, it does not have a y squared, so it can't go with these. This one doesn't have an x squared, so it can't go with them. So keep that in mind as you work through these. We're just learning how to combine like terms with the variables being the same. So if it's an xy, it goes with the other xy. If it is like this one where it's squared, it can only go with another one that is squared. Squared are those 2 exponents up there, okay? Squared, or x to the power of 2, y to the power of 2. X to the power of 2, y to the power of 2. All right, good luck. Give it a try.